today's session is numbers and operations in base 10. All right, last week we did operations and algebraic thinking, right? So today's session we are going to start with numbers and operations in base 10. All right, okay. Question number 1, how many blocks are in the following order? Okay. Quick, you just have 20 seconds. Choose the color accordingly in your second devices. 1. Time's up. Yes, and that's 463. All right. Let's check the question here. Okay, quickly. Now, we had 4 of these and 6 of these and 1. So just a quick recap. This is for ones. 10 blocks we have here. So this is tens. And this is overall 100 block. All right. So we had 4 of these. This single line which we have here is the tens and 1. So we had 463. All right. One more recap of this is if I ask for a what do you say, a expanded form of this number, how will you write? You have 400 plus 60 plus 3. Are we all good here? Yes. All right, excellent. So that was a quick recap of your place values and your modeling of numbers. Are we ready for the next question? Set, go. Okay, yeah, I forgot about the scoreboard. All right, let's see who's on top. Okay, Shiyat, Jim Open, Jazz, and Anandya is really doing good. Aisha, come on. No worries, we have many more questions, okay? We can all do it. All right, are we all set? 1, 2, 3. Next question is here. Round 674 to the nearest 10. 74 to the nearest 10. Be very careful. Things up. Oh my God. Oh, okay, there were 7 people who give the right answer and 1 person happened to make a mistake. Okay, let's recheck now. Let's talk about 674. 674. Okay, you have to do it to the nearest 10. So you have to observe this part of the number, that is 74 you had. All right. Now, if I draw a number line, I have my 70 here and my 80 here to identify the nearest 10. And numbers that come with between 70 and 75 fall into this category. So therefore, this will become 670. Are we good till here? Okay, one more quick recap of some more things is that. Okay, let's go to the next page. All right. Okay, if I had the number 278 students, how will you do that? Okay, now my number 78 here falls between 75 and 80. So therefore, the closest, the rounding up will happen to 80. So my number rounding to the nearest 10 of this number 278 will be 280. Am I right? Isn't it? Yes. Okay. Okay. Are you all excited for the scoreboard now? Okay, even I'm excited. Let's see who's going to win this time. Okay. Let me just. Here we go. Next. Okay. All right, let me just go to the next one. The question. For the third question, we have Shia, Jame Open, Jazz. Okay, Jazz, you happen to give 3 correct answers in a row. Excellent, Jazz. Aisha, excellent. Come on, you're doing a great job. See, you scored much better. Aryan, excellent. Come on, let's see the next question here. Round each number to the nearest 10 and then add the rounded number to estimate. So we got 3 answers. Come on. Just 5 seconds left, students. Quickly. Yes, here you go. There. All right, I can see all of them giving the right answer. Excellent. Okay. Let's go and check it back quickly. Here you go. All right. Now, if you do the rounding of the nearest tens, 194 will be rounding up. Yes, 194. The rounding will be 200. Excellent. I can hear that. 416 will be 400. 459 will be 500. And 300 and okay, I think I went to the wrong question here. Okay, 31 to the nearest number, right? 31 to the nearest 10 would be 30. 58 to the nearest 10 would be 60. 30 plus 60 will give you 90. Excellent. Now coming up to the nearest 10 of this number, we have 13 would be 10. 45 would be 40. And then you get the answer. 45 would be 50. Yes. I was trying to trick you out. I can see those faces made actually. Good job. 45 would be 50. And then you get the answer 60. Okay. Now my question is, if you had a subtraction question given like this, you had to round it to the nearest 10 and you have to subtract. So 67, the nearest 10 would be 70. Excellent. And the nearest 10 to the number 16 would be? Yes, 20. Excellent. Now you have to subtract. Remember the operation we have here is subtraction. Yes, 0 minus 0 would be 0. 7 minus 2. Yes, 5. Excellent. Good job. All right, let's do one more example here. We have 75 minus 47. So now you have to round the nearest 10 to the number 75 and 47. Let's do that. Okay, 75 rounding it to the nearest 10 would be 80. And then we have 47 to the nearest 10 would be 50. And remember, we are not adding here. We have the operation subtraction here, right? So 0 minus 0 would be 0. 8 minus 5 would give you 3. Excellent. And that's the answer. All right. I'm now excited to see my scoreboard. Let's go to the scoreboard here. Next. All right. Wow. We had Shia leading again. Jame Open, Jazz, Aisha, and Arya. Aryan, Jazz, I can see that you've given the 4th answer also right. Excellent. Good job. Let's go to the next question, children. Here we go. Use the diagram to solve the equation below. Yes. I get you have 5 seconds left. So the question was 116. I see one person made a mistake in addition. No problem. We will revise. 116 plus 271. Okay. So 6 plus 1 will be 7. 1 plus 7 is 8. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So this was a very simple addition without any carryover. Okay. It's a very simple one. It was just add 1 to the numbers given here, right? You all noticed here 6 plus 1, 1 plus 7, 1 plus 2, and you got the answer 387. All right. I'm really excited to see the next scoreboard. Okay. We have Jame open. Come on. Excellent. Good job. All right. We have Shiad, Jazz. Okay. We have Shiad has a streak with 5 correct answers in a row. Excellent. Okay. Now let's go to the 6th question for this session today. Here we go. Use the diagram to solve the equation below. All right. Have to be careful. Identify the number. You have a plus sign in between. Okay. All right, I can see 2 answers. 5 answers today. All right. Okay. Let me just, we had 163, 163 plus 452. And you had to add. Right? You had to read the numbers. We had 100s and you had 6 10s and 3 here, 3 ones. So this is how you had to add. All right, let's do quickly the addition here. 3 plus 2, 5. 6 plus 5. All right. You have 6 and 5 fingers. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you've got 2-digit number 11. Now what will you do with this? You will write down this one here in the ones place, and you will carry this 1 to the next part here. Yes, and you carry over here. Excellent. Now you have 1 plus 1, 2, and 2 plus 4, 6. So you got the answer 618. Okay, I have 3 people with wrong answers and 2 people were gave me the right answers and others were still calculating. It's okay, no problem. You have to be quick in reading the model numbers, right? So it took time for you. I totally understand. No worries. Let's see the scoreboard now. We have the next scoreboard here. Next. Okay. Oh, J Mopan is on top score here. Chiad is has given the highest answer streak of 6. All your 6 answers were right, Chiad. Very good. Jazz, Aryan, and Aisha is doing a great job. Come on. All the others, I want quickly your names coming up. All right. Let's be quick. And here you go for the 7th question for the day. That's it. Subtract 783 minus 52. I got 4 answers. 5, 6, 7. Come on fast, you guys. Time's up. All right, let's quickly write down that here. 731 is the right answer. And I can see all of them is given the right answer. But let's quickly review it. 783 minus 52. All right. And here you go. 3 minus 2 is 1. Yes. 8 minus 5, 3. And you get here, you have a 0 here. Imagine you have a 0 here. And then you have 7 minus 0 is nothing but 7. And you get the answer 731. Excellent. I'm so excited to see how many of you have got the right answers. All right. Let's quickly go to the question, to the scoreboard. Okay, we have Jame open. Shia, Jazz, Aryan, and Aisha doing a great job. And Shia has given the 7th correct answer in a row. Excellent, Shia. Looking forward for all the answers to be right today for you. And all of you, in fact. All right, here comes the next question. Question number 8. All eyes on the screen. Here we go. Solve the equation below. Yes, we have something here. 347 minus 290. Okay, I got 2 answers. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, I can see 4 of them given right answers and 2 of them found little difficulty. No problem, we will solve it out. The question is 347. Okay, just a second, my pen. 347 minus 290. Okay. All right, so here you go. 7 minus 0 is 7. Excellent. Now 4 minus 9. Do you observe here that you have a small digit number up and then you have a bigger, greater number below? So is it easy to solve here? No. So what do we have? We have to take the help of our neighbor, right? So the neighbor number we have here is 3. And we have to take the help of the neighbor. So we borrow 1 from neighbor. So since 3 is giving us 1, that will become 2, and you borrow 1 from there, and the number turns out to be 14. So 14 minus 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So number 5 fingers. So you get 57, and that's how you got the answer. Right? Excellent. Congratulations for all those who got right. And now let's look at how many of you are on the scoreboard. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, Shiyad. And Jame Open has the highest streak of answer streak of 8. Okay, you've got all the right 8. And you have to be quick so that you get we'll be moving up. Oh, I can see some new names coming up here as well. Samkia, excellent job. Aryan, very good. Keep going. Jas, you also have been doing wonderful job. All right, are we all ready for the 9th question we have for the day? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Next. Fill in the missing value that will balance the equation 48 plus dash is equal to 47 plus 31. All right. This is done. You have 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 5. All right, time's up, and your answer is 30. I have 7 people with the right answer, and 1 person made a mistake. All right, let's help them. 1 person who made a mistake. Let's quickly go to the open board and let me help the person out. We had 47 plus dash is equals to 48 plus dash is equals to 47 plus 30. All right, now I want all of you to look at this number 48 over here and 47. There's a subtraction of subtracted minus 1. So when you are balancing the equation, you have to either add 1 or subtract 1 to the next add-in you have here. All right. Now, if you notice, you have 47 plus 31. Right? You have the answer 78. Now, if I minus 1 here, again, all right, if I subtract 1 here, from 31, if I subtract 1, I will place the number here. I will get the same answer as 78. So what did I do here? Yeah, you just had to subtract 1 from here. And that's how you got the answer 30. All right, let's do one more example here. I have 4 plus blank is equals to 7 plus 2. If you observe here, from 4, I've added 3 here. Add 3 here to balance the equation. I have to add 3 so that I get the same number. 4 plus 5 is 9. You get the answer. And 7 plus 2 is also 9. Am I right? Are we going on the same track here? Yes, let me see the scoreboard now, which I'm very excited about. Okay, Shia, 3 in a row. Jazz is back in the game. Yes, Jazz, come on. You're doing a great job. I can see you're back. And Jay Mopan, Sumkia, and Aryan also is doing a great job. And the question for the day is, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and we go. 10th question. Find the sum of 48 and 277. 48 and 277. Got 4 answers and I have 5 seconds left. Okay, it was none of them. It was a very tricky question. I was expecting all of them to, give me the other answers. Okay, good. I can see 3 of them. Identified it was none of them. Okay, let's solve it out together. We have 48 here. We have 48 and then 271. All right, children. If I write it this way, 271. Is this right? Is this the right way to do it? Absolutely no. Yes. Please make sure you are writing ones, tens, and hundreds so that you don't make that mistake which I did before. Yes. So my first number is 48. So I have 8 in ones place and 4 in tens place, right? And now I have 277. So 7 in ones place, 7 in tens place, and 2 in hundreds place. And now, can I add them now here? Yes, sum means, yes, another important thing to notice. Sum is nothing but you have to add them. Yes. Or if I give you the term total, or if the term comes as in all these terms means what? You have to add them. Okay, let's do the addition here. 8 plus 7. Yeah, 8 plus 7, 8 in your mind and 7 fingers, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Excellent. 5, and you have 1, which will carry over here. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 7. So 7 fingers, 7 in your mind and 5 fingers. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 here. So 2 will come here and I carry over 1 again. So 1 plus 2 is 3. 325 is the answer. And in the options, do you have that? No, you do not have that, right? So that is why the answer is none of them. Wasn't that a little tricky? Yes. Yeah, you had to be very careful with placing the number, placing the values here. Also, you had to be careful with the carrying over here. All right. Okay, now let's quickly erase them all. Okay, and let's go for the scoreboard. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Jame Open, good job. 10 correct answers when we have done with half set of questions for the day. Excellent, Jame Open. Shia, Jaz, Samkia, Aryan, well done. Keep going. And I'm waiting for all the other names to come. Okay, let's go for the next question now. 3, 2, 1, and go. Next. Okay, you have to type your answer here, okay? Difference between 599 and 84. Type your answer. Yeah. Correct answer is 515 and 4 of them gave it right. All right. No worries for the others who made a mistake. Okay, here we go. Let's just, all right, quickly look at the question. We have something called as difference. What does difference mean? You had to, which operation does it mean? Yes, you had to subtract here. All right. Or difference is the term we use for subtraction. We also use the word left, right? Remaining to find out the remaining, right? These are some of the terms which refer to subtraction operation we have, okay? So they use the word difference here. So you had to subtract here. Again, be very careful with placing the numbers. So I'm just writing it here. Hundreds, tens, and ones, okay? So I have 599. My first number is 599. So I place it 5 in hundreds place, 9 in tens place, and 9 in ones place. All right. Now next I go for 84. I have 8 in tens place and 4 in ones place. All right. Can I subtract now? Yes. 9 minus 4. So after 4, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 minus 4 is nothing but 5. So quickly, let's write down the number 5 here. 9 minus 8. After 8, 9. So it is 1. And then I have, okay, let's place a 0 here. 5 minus 0 is 5. So the answer you got is 555. Sorry, 515. All right. Remember, students, very important note, when you have the term given as difference, you have a word problem related saying it's called how many things were left or how many were remaining from the total, right? You have to simply choose the operation subtraction here. Okay, are we all clear here? Excellent. Let's go to the scoreboard, which all of you are really waiting for. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good one, Jame Open. You've got 11 correct answers. Shihad also. Jaz, Sumkia, and Aryan. Excellent. Good job. Let's go to the next question. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next. Balance the equation by filling in the missing number. Okay, be very careful with the operation you have here. It is 43 minus 26 equals 40 minus which number? Yeah. It's one answer and we have 15 seconds to get that. Can we be quick doing this? Yes. One. Go. All right, I have 3 right answers and 3 people who made a mistake. So I think we need to deal with this very carefully. Okay, we have 43 minus 26 equals 40 minus a blank value there. Now notice here, you have the first number here, 43, and you subtracted, and that's when you got 40 here, right? You subtracted how many numbers? 3 that. Exactly. Now when you go here, I have to do the same thing, nothing but I am going to subtract 3 here. Yes, when I subtract 3 again from 26, it's nothing but your answer is 23. So if you notice here, 43 minus 26, if you do subtraction, yes, you need the help of the neighbor you have. So I take 1 from there, and 13 minus 6 is nothing but 7. Yes, and 3 minus 2 is nothing but 117. So if you cross check your answer again, 40 minus 23 you did, you had to borrow again, and then that becomes 10, and 10 minus 3 is nothing but 7, and 3 minus 2 is 1, right? 17. Are we getting the same answers? How many did you subtract here? You subtracted from 26, you subtracted 3, and then you got 23 as your answer. So aren't we balancing the equation on both the sides? Yes, you subtracted 3 here and subtracted 3, and you were getting the same answer on the both ends, that is 17. And so it is balanced, right? So the statement says right. So the answer is 23. All right. When you have a confusion, students, all you have to do is try to figure out the first value which is given here. How many times, how many numbers it's getting subtracted, and then identify the next part of it. All right. It'll make things easy. It'll be the same value. Remember, the value might be same when you identify. You just have to figure out if it is subtract or if it is addition. All right. You just have to identify that. That will make easy the question to be easier to solve. Okay. All right. On that note, let me figure out who's on the scoreboard again. Let's go. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Jame Open, Shia, Jaz, Sumki, and Aryan. Excellent. I see here. Jame Open has 12 answers. Correct. Excellent. Okay, let's go to the next question. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 13th question for the day. Okay, it's a multi-select, which means you might have one or more answers right here. Yes. Okay, I see one answer and we have 10 seconds left. Be very careful. All right. I see 7 people giving the one of the options right, and 6 people giving the one of the options right. 2 people made a mistake. All right, no worries. Let's quickly go to this question we have here. Okay. This was something related to a property of addition we have. Can anybody identify that? Yes, it was associative property of addition we have. Okay. So now what does the associative property say? The order we add a group of numbers does not change the sum. Now I'll show you how it is. Okay, for all those who got confused in this, 8 plus 10 plus 4 is equal to 8 plus 10 plus 4. So I have my parenthesis first here, the brackets here. So what are we supposed to do? We have to supposed to add the brackets and then do the following. So if I do here, 8 plus 10 is nothing but 18 plus 4. On the other side, I have 8 plus 10 plus 4 is nothing but 14. 8 plus 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, sorry, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Excellent. 22 on this side. Now I have 14 plus 8. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Am I not getting the same answer? Yeah, and in the options, I had these two values here. 8 plus 10 plus 4. In the brackets, I had 8 plus 10. And here also, I had 8 plus 10, right? So this is nothing but, is it, as the statement here, it says, it does not change the final sum. Sum is nothing but the total. So did I get same answer here? I got 22 here. And the other side also, I got the 22 here. So when you had the options, you had these two here. Maybe some of you have selected the second option wrong. All right, that's why I have two people who made a mistake here. Okay, so this is what, wherever the bracket is, it's all the same values you get in the property of addition. And this property in this property, it's called as associative property. Okay, are we good to go till here? All right, let's go to the next question we have. Here we go. Oh, scoreboard. Yes, we have Jame open, Shia, Just, Sumki, and Aryan. In Shia, 3 in a row. Okay, you're back in the game. That's what Kahoot says. All right, excellent. Going to the next question we have. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, which expression could be used to find the value of 700 minus 531? Be very careful. 700 minus 531. You have 15 seconds left. One answer. Okay. 2. Okay, 5 seconds left, students. All right. Okay, good. I have 5 people with the right answer and 2 of them. All right, this, I think you all took time, which was a bit tricky for you. No worries, students. Let's solve it together here. We have 742 minus 531. Okay, so quickly you had to do is 742 subtract by 531, right? So 2 minus 1 is 1, 4 minus 3 is 1, and 7 minus 5 is 2. So your answer is 211, what you have to expect. So quickly you had to go through the options and look here, 70 minus 50. It is not possible because in the hundreds place you have a 200 value. So that is what you could eliminate this. Next, you have 700 minus 50. 700 minus 50 is nothing but 650 here. Okay, but your answer is in 200 value, right? So you eliminate this. Next option you had is 700 plus 500. That is not possible because it is giving a bigger value than 200 if you do addition here. So you could eliminate this. And the last option you had was 700 minus 500, which is nothing but you got that is 200 here. Plus 40 minus 30 is nothing but 10. And you have plus 2 minus 1, you had 1. So if you add all of this, 200 plus 10 plus 1 is nothing but 211. Okay. Wasn't it fun solving this? I love such kind of questions, you know. I love solving them. And when I was a kid like you, I used to love solving these questions like this. All right, I think it's the same with you all. Okay, I have good number of people with right answers is also, so I'm happy here. For all those who found it a little difficult, it's okay. We learned it from the explanation we just had, and let's make note of this. Quickly choose the options and eliminate all that does not fit to the answer. Okay. Next, here we go to the scoreboard. Yes, here we have Jim Open, Shia, Jazz, Simki, and Aryan doing wonderful job. And yes, Jim Open is having the highest answer streak of 14 of them right here. Excellent, Jim Open. And all the others who are doing. Let's go to the next question we have here. 3, 2, 1, go. 15th question. Count by 10. You have to type your answers. Okay, make use of commas as you type the numbers. Between the numbers, use commas. All right, I can see one answer and time. I totally understand. Okay, I just got one right answer. Was it confusing here? All you had to do is you had to notice this number and you had to count by 10. You had to subtract them like 70. Yeah, 70. Then you had 60, 50, and 40. You had to count backwards, in fact. Yes. It's very simple, right? 80 minus 10. And I also gave a clue. It is counting by 10. I did not give a clue backwards or forwards because I thought you would understand that it is backwards because the first questions were not revealing. So when you have such questions, students, be very careful. All you have to notice is first note the number given here and see the question. It is by 10. So you had to find the back number. So you had to subtract by 10. 80 minus 10 is 70. 70 minus 10 is 60. 60 minus 10 is 50. 50 minus 10 is 40, right? All right. Okay. I'm so excited to know who's this one person who is able to answer this. All right. Let's see the scoreboard now. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Jame Open, you were the one who gave the right answer for this. Excellent. Good job. All the others, I know maybe you got confused reading the question. Yeah, you have to be very careful reading the question. The clues were given to you, count by 10, and I did not give a clue of backwards or forwards because I wanted you to note the question there. It was like 80 was given and the values were backwards. You have to check it was backwards. Okay. No problem. Just be careful when you read the question. Okay. Let's go to the next question we have. That's the 16th one for the day. And we have the question here. 1, 2, 3, go. 16. For the bake sale, Nolan had 4 batches of brownies. Each batch made 30 brownies. How many brownies did he make? Yes. Overall, how many brownies did he make? Very simple. Be very careful with the calculations you have here. I have all 8 people with right answer. Okay, this was very simple. All you had to do is note the number of brownies each batch made. How many batches you had here? 4 batches. And how many brownies were made? Each batch made 30 brownies. So overall, how many brownies you had were made by Nolan? All you had to do is 30 times 4, right? And 4 times 0 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 120. All right. So this is multiplying a number with, and you have 1 0 here. All you have to do is just multiply these two values. 4 times 3 is 12 and then put on that 0. That will give you a quick answer. All right. It's like a trick to finish it quickly. All right. When you have numbers ending with 0, all you have to do is multiply the value with that with the tens place or the hundreds place value you have and place 0 in the ones place. That will be a quick calculation trick you have. All right. So I see most of you are able to do it. So we can go to the next question scoreboard and then to the next question here. And I'm excited. We have Jim Open again on top and Shiaja, Sumki and Aryan doing a wonderful job. All right, let's go to the 17th question we have here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, you have to type your answers. Students, be very careful and be quick in calculation so that you can type your answers. All right. A group of pizzas is cut into 108 slices. At the end, 28 slices are left over. How many slices of pizza were eaten? I get 2 answers. Please type your answers. You only have 15 seconds left, students. Let's be quick. Okay, I get last 5 seconds, students. So be quick in typing your answers. All right, the answer is 80, and I've got, okay, though I got 8 answers, only 4 of them were right. All right, let me just go through. We had the group of pizzas were cut into 108, right? And how many were left? 28. So you had to subtract from the values here. And then 8 minus 8 is 0. And you have 0 here, 0 minus 2. Can you do this calculation? No, you have to borrow this. Borrow from your neighbor. So I borrow it and neighbor is left with nothing here. And I get this number 1 here. So 10 minus 2 is 8 and your answer is 8. right? All right, so be very careful with this calculation. If you have a number 1 here, it is okay to borrow from your neighbor and take that to 0 and use that number 1 here and do the calculation. So this question was related to where you have a number, you have to borrow from your neighbor and that neighbor only has 1. All right. So be very careful with such calculations. All right. Okay. Now let's check the scoreboard we have here. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Jim open. Shad, Jas, Samkia, and Aryan are doing an amazing and fabulous job here. Let's go to the next question here. Okay, complete the equation. 209 plus blank is equals to 512. All right. You can see 3 answers and 5 seconds left. So be very careful. Choose the correct option. Okay, I have 5 people with the right answers and 1 person made a mistake. It's okay. We are all learning. No problem. Okay, we had to complete the equation. We had a blank here, right? It was an addition problem and you had a blank here. Okay. Excuse me. Now, all what you had to do is you had the number given here, one of the add-in given here and the resultant given here. One simple way was you could subtract the resultant with the add-in given here, right? Here again, you have to borrow from your neighbor and I have 12 minus 9, 3 and 0 minus 0 is 0 and you have 5 minus 2, 3 and the answer was 303, right? That's the simplest way to do. You just have to subtract the resultant with the added value given to you. All right. And remember, when you have options like the 0 minus 0, never go and borrow it from your neighbor because you don't have to use that, right? It's 0 minus 0. It's an equal value. So you have to write 0 here, right? Okay, let's go to the next question. First the scoreboard and then to the next question. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go to the scoreboard. All right, 3 players just hit answer streak 3. Excellent job, all 3 players. Okay, let's go to the 18th question. Okay, you have to select if it is true or false. State whether the statement is true or false. So click on true or false. Okay, that was quick. Excellent. I can see all of you answered very quickly there. Yes, 6 times 0 is 0. Any number you multiply it by any number times 0 is 0. So for example, if I had 500, okay, 1 second. 535 times 0. It is 0. It is not 6, right? Yes. If I had 1,111 times 0. Yes, it is 0, right? The statement here is absolutely false. It can never be that number. But what about if I had 6 times 1? Yeah, any number you multiply with 1 or any number times 1 is the number itself. But any number multiplied with 0 is 0, be it any number. But any number multiplied by 1 is the number itself. So if I had 535 times 1 is nothing but 535, the number itself, right? 1,111 times 1 will give you 1,111, right? Any number multiplied by 1 is the number itself. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0 itself. All right. Excellent. Good job, students. Let's go to the next question. And that is the last question for the day. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, yeah. The scoreboard. Yes. Shia, excellent. That was very quick. Last moment, you were able to move up. Jame Open Jazz has 4 correct answers in a row. Excellent, Jazz. And here we go to the last question for the day. All ready? Thumbs up. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You have to type your answers, students. Be very careful. Okay. Joanna is selling homemade mugs of $10 each. If she sells 8 mugs, how much money will she make? Please type your answers, students. Okay, you have 15 seconds left. And I see 7, 18. And all of you were right. Excellent. Okay, now let's analyze this question which we have here. Oh, Joanna is selling homemade mugs for $10. And if she sells 8 mugs, how many? If she sells 8 mugs, how much money will she earn? 10 times the number of mugs you had. And that's nothing but 80, right? Now, if you had, if she was selling 80 mugs, for example, all right? So 10 times 80 would give you 800. Okay, if she sold 10 times, the following week after she sold 80, the following week it was 800. So how much money will she make? Yes, 8,000. Can you see something? Can you notice something here? Yeah. All you have to be, a small trick is you multiply 8 times 1, 8, and number of zeros here, 1, 2. So I put 2 zeros here. Here I notice that I have 1, 2, and 3 zeros, and I put 3 zeros. Here I just had 1 0, and I put 1 0 next to the number 8 times 1. Remember, we recollected any number multiplied by 1 will be the number itself. So we write the number and notice the number of zeros and place the zeros. You don't have to literally stack it up and do the calculations. This is a quick trick to remember. And I'm sure most of you, all of you got it right. So that is why you know this trick, right? All right, that was the end of our session. Actually, all the questions are done, and I'm so excited to see who is there on the list. Okay, excited? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Here comes the podium. Jazz is third. Jay Mupin. And we have first. All right, Shian, congratulations. All right, Shian, good job. No worries. All right, no worries. We will, okay. No worries, students. If you were not on the list, it was just a revision, right? It was, what was it? Math revision marathon, right? So it was just the revision. And remember, we just finished today's session. And that was the number and operations. And now, okay, see, last week we covered operations and algebraic thinking, numbers and operations in based in today. And the following class, you're going to have nothing but numbers and operations in fractions, right? So this will be covered in the next class. And here you go. The next mission details we have here. Next mission, as I mentioned before, we're going to have number and operations, fractions on April 16th, 11:30 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. Excellent. And thanks.